walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team looking for its first win, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team's now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Miller with the ball. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Jordan. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Looking for room, it's Haynes. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort. Going over the top. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you? They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession. Big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense cashing it in on that drive. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Trying to beat him to the left. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. That's his 4th interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. All down at the 18-yard line, a solid return after that interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Pulls it in, it's Jordan. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Trojans in the hurry-up. The RPO, it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 43.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move, it's Marshall. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. With the catch, it's Williams. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Heaves it on the run. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Taylor. Got room at the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
A strike downfield. Gashing the deal, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Got room to work. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll go back to the air on second down. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Sips it out to his man. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the 2-point try. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll move the tight end. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Michigan 35, USC 20.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30.
First and 10.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might be looking to run. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. On the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by
Looking to take a shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He's got an open man. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they trim the lead to 1 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll try the left side.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.